presidential couple says their last goodbye to the late Ms. Khadija Mohammed Diriye. In Guinea, death tolls in Conakry far rise to 18 people. Those were the headlines. Thanks for joining us in our newsroom. In a poignant final goodbye, the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mergili, bows to the memory of the late Khadija Mohammed Diriye, the late Minister of Women and Human Rights in Somalia. The emotion was palpable during the departure of the mortal remains of Ms. Khadija Mohammed Diriye today towards Mogadishu, where her loved one will pay their respect during the burial. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mergili, expressed his sadness at the international airport of Djibouti, accompanying the departure of the remains of Somali minister who died yesterday at the military hospital of Djibouti. In this painful ordeal, Somali Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre, surrounded by his minister and close collaborators, left Djibouti country to participate in the funeral of the late Ms. Khadija Mohammed Diriye. In these painment and moments, the First Lady of the Republic, Ms. Khadra Mohammed Haid, showed her respect by attending the departure of the remains late Khadija Mohammed Diriye, who died yesterday in Djibouti. These moving farewells reflect a profound loss felt not only by the government but also by the citizens of both nations, united in the memory of a life dedicated to human rights and the cause of women. The body of the Minister of Women and Human Rights in the federal government has arrived in Somalia. The late Khadija Mohammed Diriye, who passed away yesterday Wednesday in Djibouti, the capital, and now in Mogadishu, the federal capital of Somalia. It was the late Khadija Diriye, received by the President of Somali Republic of Somalia, Mr. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, in his country. The Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed, in the presence of the Minister of Muslims Affairs and Waqf, and the head of cabinet, met with the delegation led by his Somali counterpart, Mr. Hamza Abdi Barre, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Transport, the Minister of Agriculture, and his diplomatic advisor, among others. The holdings in Djibouti of the 7th edition of Forum of a Somali intellectual organized by the Heritage Institute, a non-governmental organization which promotes academic researches on the main challenges of Somali communities in the region. The Heritage Institute Forum brings together hundreds of linguistics from the diaspora who came to promote the Somali language and culture. This opportunity allows Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre to significantly represent his government at this exceptional event, which advocate reflection and a dialogue for the promotion of regional peace. Finally, the Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed pays a tribute to the memory of the late Khadija Mohammed Dirie, the Minister of Women and Human Rights in Somalia, who died in Djibouti, which was elevated on October 23, and the prime minister to the highest paid his highest grade of distinctions in our country, commander in the National Order of June 27, a honor and recognition for the nation of her activism and service in this condition of woman and her commitment to the general interests of her country. The Prime Minister Abdul Qadir Kamil Mohammed received yesterday, Wednesday, his Somali counterpart, the Somali Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre, who arrived the country to participate in the 7th session of Somali Intellectual Forum, which it was established by the Heritage Institute for Political and Strategy Studies under the slogans promoting cultural and peace. The Heritage Institute is an independent and non-profit research center, and it's studying the political affairs and influence them through the field research and analysis and innovative solution in the forms of reports, researches, and public discussion. During the meeting, the distinguished fraternal relation between the two brotherly countries were reviewed, the two brotherly people, and the strong historical ties imposed by the proximity, geographical, and the especially culture and language of both countries. In a move aimed at strengthening Djiboutian and Ethiopian relation, the President of the National Assembly, Mr. Dileita Mohamed Dileita, on a working visit in the Republic of Ethiopia, Federal Republic of Ethiopia, the President of the National Assembly received a warm reception and a standing ovation before with his Ethiopian counterpart. During this meeting, Dileita Mohamed Dileita, Speaker of the National Representative of Ethiopian, greeting from the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mergile. The two sides discussed the aspect of distinguished cooperation existing between the two countries and people, the two friends, especially the relation between the Djiboutian and Ethiopian parliament, as well as capable of enhancing its borders and more comprehensive horizons. Following the meeting, the President of the National Assembly and his accompanying delegation made a visit to the Ethiopian Aviation Academy. The Djiboutian delegation was briefed on the various facilities of the academy, including maintenance room. The Ethiopian Aviation Academy offers aviation and technical training programs, aircraft, cabin crew, sales, airline service, and more training. The Ethiopian Aviation Academy is the largest and most modern aviation university in Africa and recognized as a regional training center. The Committee on Finance, General Economic and Planning met yesterday, Wednesday, December 20, to study the bill number 30, the year 2023, relating to the final regulation of the state budget for the 2022 financial year. This meeting, which saw the presence of of parliamentarians, was chaired by the Honorable Deputy Charmake Musa, Chairman of the Commission. The government was represented by the Minister of Budget, Mr. Isman Ibrahim Roble, accompanied by the key ministerial department collaborators. At the end of this rich meeting and informative debate, this working session concluded by the transmitting the project with favorable opinion of the next public session scheduled for December 28, 2023. The MIMFOP, in close collaboration with the French Embassy in Djibouti, organized on the evening of Sunday, December 17, a closing ceremony for the prize giving to the sports commemorate the competition entitled The Sport and French Language on the Team Unite by the French Olympic Language. The event was rich in color, which took place in the performance halls of French Institute of Djibouti in the presence of the Secretary General of MENFOP, Mr. Mohamed Abdallah Mahyoub, the Cooperations and Cultural Action Advisor and Director of the IFD, but also the Director of Multilateral Relation and Ambassador of National Correspondent and IOF in the Republic of Djibouti, Mr. Gile Idris Omar, the Vice President of Djibouti National Olympic and Sport Committee, Ms. Ferdous Moussaïge. The objective of this competition was to offer young people the opportunity to improve their French skills through sports while encouraging them to strengthen their analytical and expression skills in order to articulate their ideas in a manner that convincing the current team. Also, the competition aimed to highlight the importance of French language in the context of Olympic Games as official language of the competition. For his part, the Secretary General of MENFOP, Mr. Mohamed Abdallah Mahyoub, highlighted the exceptional performance of our young people. He did not fail to express his warm thanks to the French Institute of Djibouti. He paid vibrant tribute to all the organizers for the successful completion of this competition sports, he said. As part of the successful tour in Djibouti, the representative of the International Organization of Francophonie, IOF, to the African Union went to the city of Ali Sabih region, making a significant milestone in this visit. It was the first of its kind, a courtesy visit to the authorities of the region, where the representative of IOF, flanked by senior executive from the Ministry of Youth and Culture, was welcomed warmly by the figure of the region of Al Sabih, the prefect of the region, Abdul Malik Mohammed Banoita, and representative the President of the Regional Council, Mr. Sharmaki Hassan Alali. This meeting testifying to the importance of building strong links with the local actors. This visit marking the first official factory into supporting a local initiative aimed at the promotion of a French language, as well as the strengthening of a links, cultural and common vision of this French-speaking space. The meeting attended and ended in a warm and constructive atmosphere, enriching with the senior authorities of the region of Ali Sabih, and also the delegation were able to place a knowledge and cultural exchange as a pace for the promotion of reading and knowledge in the region, while strolling between the well-stock of the IOF representative was able to appreciate the extent of this crucial space for the intellectual development of the resident of Ali Sabeh region for the viable students of book lovers in the city of Ali Sabeh. A few hours before the long-awaited event in Tajora region, the inhabitants of the White City made the preparations event or intensifying as you see in the images. The artisanal are well maintained on the arteries of the place. The ceremony was the first of festivals in terms of security. Elements of the gendarmerie and the national police are working together to facilitate the journey of main roads. The prefect and the first supporter of this festival welcome all the people who came from four corners to this first Tajora festival. Remember that this Tajora cultural festival is a unique opportunity to discover the cultural and history of the city. It offers visitors the variety of activities and experience, including music, performance, and art exhibition, and cooking demonstration, but also activities for all age. As part of its effort to improve the living condition of orphans, the Diwan al Zakat yesterday launched the distribution of the second tranche of orphans sponsorship for the year 2023. In this regard, a large delegation from the Diwan al Zakat Foundation, led by the head of sponsorship department, Mr. Aden Hussein, visit the city of Arta region and distribute this financial contribution to the 60 orphans of the region. This event took place at the headquarters of the regional council in the presence of Asian and families of orphans, as well as member of the local committee cooperating with the Diwan al Zakat to define the beneficiaries of sponsorship. In a brief speech, the head of orphan sponsorship department underlined that this tangible importance of this project, which was initiated by the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Mergeli, in 2007 as part of the celebration of the birth of anniversary of this project. Mr. Aden Hussein Aden used this opportunity to urge the traders in this region to join the list of sponsors, which will increase the number of children benefiting for this sponsorship in the region of Arta, he said. For the international news, in Hamas, the head of Hamas political office arrived in Cairo on Wednesday to discuss with the Egyptian official the Israeli military offensive against the Gaza Strip, which left more than 19,000 dead among the Palestinian civilian population. The Palestinian resistance movement said in a statement that the Hamas will discuss with the Egyptian authorities the largest development related to the Israeli aggression against Gaza, as well as other issues. The press release, however, did not provide precise detail on this subject. Palestinian sources said that this occupation was expected to meet the Egyptian intelligence chief, Mr. Abbas Kamel, and that the discussion will focus on seizing the Israeli military operation. This is it for this edition. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful evening.